If you've already decided you're open to an AI answering your business calls and you're just trying to figure out what XBert Nextiva's AI receptionist actually costs once you're using it for real, this is the video. Not the pricing page, the actual math. Here's the plan broken down line by line. $99 a month covers you for 100 interactions. After that, each additional interaction is 99 cents. That's it. That's the whole structure. No hidden tiers stacked on top of each other. And here's what happens when you actually hit that limit, because this is the part people worry about most. Nothing shuts off. You don't lose the ability to answer calls halfway through the month because you cross some invisible wall. It just quietly starts billing at 99 cents an interaction from that point forward. And you'll see exactly how many you've used and what that's costing you as you go. Now, the part that actually matters, what counts as an interaction? A phone call can only count once it runs longer than 30 seconds. So if someone who calls realizes they dialed the wrong number and hangs up in 10 seconds, that doesn't touch your usage. A text or web chat only counts once there have been 3 or more messages back and forth. One person sending a single message that never gets a reply doesn't count either. It's built to only bill you once something real actually happens. This is a great way to guard against getting billed for spam calls and messages. And before we get to the math, here's what that flat $99 actually buys you, because the interaction count only tells half the story. It covers unlimited calls answered around the clock, not just during business hours. It covers AI texting and live chat on top of the phone line, so you're not paying separately for those channels. It covers calendar and CRM integration, so bookings land where your team already works instead of separate inboxes nobody checks. It covers automatic appointment bookings, full call transcripts with searchable summaries, and a handoff to a real person on your team when needed. None of that is an upsell. It's baked into the base price before you've had a single overage. So let's model what this looks like at a real volume, because a flat number on a pricing page doesn't tell you anything on its own. Let's say you're a smaller operation and you're only getting 50 or 60 qualifying calls and texts a month. You're under the 100 included, so you're just paying the flat $99, period, nothing extra. Now say you're busier, around 150 qualifying interactions a month. You pay the 99 plus 50 extra at 99 cents each. So you land around $148.50. Now, say you're running a genuinely high volume operation, maybe a multi-location business doing 400 interactions a month. You pay the 99 plus 300 at 99 cents, which puts you right around $396. Compare that to what you'd actually pay elsewhere. A traditional per-minute answering service typically runs somewhere between $1 and $2 a minute. A single 5-minute call can cost you $5 to $10 on its own. And at a moderate volume, you're easily sitting in the $200 to $600 a month range before you even booked an appointment. Sometimes with after-hours surcharges stacked on top of that. I'll link the trial below so you can run your own numbers instead of these hypotheticals. Now let's compare it to just hiring someone part-time. The median wage for a receptionist nationally is right around $37,200 a year, which works out to about $18 an hour. Bring someone on for about 20 hours a week just to answer phones, and you're looking at somewhere around $1,500 to $1,800 a month before payroll tax, before benefits, and that person still isn't picking up at 10 at night or on a Sunday. So here's the honest verdict. If you're only getting a handful of calls a week, I'd actually tell you to hold off, because you'd be paying for capacity you don't need, and no tool fixes a volume problem you don't have. But in a Vita survey of small business owners, 42% estimate they're losing at least $500 a month to the calls that slip through. If that's closer to your situation, the math basically pays for itself, sometimes with the very first job you would have otherwise missed. One more thing worth knowing before you sign up, XBert works as a standalone product or bundled into a broader Nextiva plan. So you're not forced into a bigger package just to get the receptionist piece. There's no long-term contract, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So the actual risk of trying it against your real call volume is pretty low. If you haven't watched my video on if you should let AI handle your calls, I have that video for you right here, and I'll catch you in the next video.